This is the spoiler we've been trying to hold off on for 2 years. The moment that split the whole fandom. It was the beginning of something chaotic and toxic. This is what we've been holding since season 1 a couple years ago. Because we know the ends of what was going to happen. And y'all seen it tonight. Y'all seen the death of Joe Miller. Welcome to hell, y'all. This is what happens. This is what happened that split the fandom. Was Joel's death. And how much of a piece of shit Abby was. Now, let me just say, to be honest, I kind of have like mixed feelings on the death itself. But for the rest, also, some other stuff that they changed, I wouldn't say I was mixed on. It was just interesting, like what they did. So first, in the game, Joel and Tommy go out and seek what's going on outside. Here is Joel and Dina. And Tommy is the one that stayed in Jackson. And you know what he did in the show. He protected the town. Second, Dina, Ellie, and Jesse were on patrol and found a weed place and had some interactions and stuff or whatever. So that was different too. And also, Abby's friends in the game, they were more like on Abby's side. They were like gaslighting her into, yeah, you're doing the right thing, attacking this murderer, the person that been killing all the fireflies, he deserved it. Here, they're looking at Abby like, yo, girl, you're weird, man. I gave you one revenge, but damn, you ain't gotta do all that. There's a daughter in front of her. Like, damn. I thought the point of that prologue in the first episode, when you see the graves and you see her hate in her eyes, when you see the hate in Abby's eyes, it was like, okay, we're gonna make her more sympathetic so we can get the point across that Abby is just more of a victim. It's just as a victim as, Ellie. And that's all I'll say about that, because I almost caught myself spoiling the future episodes. In the second episode, I can argue that made her more of a dickhead than it did in the game. Because like I said again, her friends looked at her with disgust, really. It was like, alright, you doing a lot. All we wanted to do was get Joel and leave. But after seeing what happened, it was like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth doing all that? And the fact that she's the reason why the zombies go after Jackson and kill all them people in Jackson, damn, that makes her more of a dickhead, man. That makes her more of a dickhead. Like, Kingla Dever did a great job, but why they put her in their same outfit as the game? Like, you setting her up doing that. Yes, I'm already over that she don't have the build as Abby, because I talk about it plenty of times online, on social media, that there's an importance to her being like this build muscular woman, because for 5 years she trained herself to fight someone that she believes is a menace. But here it's like, you got her that same outfit with that same build. Nothing wrong with Caitlyn build. Like, I get it. They want to do something different and you want to find an actress that can portray that. But it's just like, why you put her in that same sweatshirt, gray, cargo pants outfit? Why did you do that? Alright, so let's just talk about Joel's death. This has the same impact as the game, but for different reasons. The game and the show, just by looking at those two, they had the same effect, but one part is weaker than the other. And you know what I'm getting at here. In the game, it is more brutal. The violence is more shocking, more impactful, because one, of course, you didn't see it coming. Two, they didn't talk at all. Abby just shot Joel in the leg, just like they did in the show, but you didn't know her motivations or whatever. she just shot him in the knee. They do the same contort scene, putting the belt around his leg. And then Abby sees. It was crazy because in the show, as soon as they contort his knee, she turns her neck and the camera moves to the golf club. I was like, it's like, you see the golf club, she about to get the golf club. I was like, all right, you don't have to push it like that, but it was funny. It was cool. Then she got the golf club and started hitting Joel with the golf club. And then start punching him. I was like, okay. And then Ellie came in, same scene as the game. Ellie comes in, she goes inside the house. She tries to shoot Abby, but she gets jumped, gets kicked in the stomach. Owen says, "End it," to Abby. Same scene. But then, the golf club breaks, and then she just stabs Joel in the neck with it. And it's weird because that was supposed to be more brutal, but in the game, she literally just beats him with the golf club that whole time. And with that final blow, you see a piece of meat on the golf club, and I felt that was more brutal more than anything. So in that way, when it comes to the violence, the game had an advantage on that. The emotion part, the sadness of it all, I felt like this show did it better. Because Ellie, after she seen Joel get killed, she gets knocked out, so you don't see, her expressions, nothing like that. It just blacks out to her back in Jackson. In the show, they don't even hold her. They just let her go. And Owen, Mel, Abby, Manny, all of them just left. And you see Ellie crawl on the floor, just looking at their dad basically die right in front of them. And they just started bursting out in tears, saying, Joel, please get up, Joel. And you see every emotion in Bella's face. Fear, regret, anger, all that right in her face. In their face, I'm sorry. And you just see the grief in their face, and it was just really sad to see. So in that part, that was better than the game. Emotionally tragic. That was better than the game. The Tommy thing, I get that Dina's gonna be there and know the faces and descriptions of it all. So I was fine with Dina joining Joel because she didn't know Joel. So there was no point of her, feeling just as crazy as Ellie. But Tommy not being there, I get they making him heroic and making him, the leader of Jackson, protecting his city, along with, Marlene and everybody in that town. And then he get to fight the bloater. I thought that was cool. That was great. But I like him being with Tommy better. Being with Joel better. Because he sees his brother getting killed right in front of his face. And he feel guilty. He feel the grief. And also, I like the idea of him not being heroic at all. I like him being just as much of a gray character as as Joel. And maybe in the future episodes they'll get to that, and he'll change after what just happened this episode. But now it was just I don't know. At one point it's really good because I do like the action scenes, the zombies coming in. Also, it makes sense that the zombies will attack Jackson at some point, because if all them zombies attack Abby and they move in a different direction, where else would they attack? But at the same time, it's just damn, I wish Tommy was there with Joel, because that was impactful in his story in the game. But this is different. I'm cool with the changes. It didn't make me upset, because first I understand that this is a show, this is an adaptation, it's going to be different. If I wanted the original thing, I would play the game. That's all. But I just wish that Tommy was with Joel. I wish that Dina was with Ellie, because they have a nice little interaction. They having a little love fest going on. They smoking weed together. Like, it was cool. Like, I love interactions like that in the game. But I get it, they don't want to like waste certain time, so they're trying to shorten it and also make the importance of Dina that much more better. And also making Jesse more of an important person in the game. Not that he wasn't important in the game, but a little bit more than the game. I thought this episode was really well done, really well executed. If you're a non-gamer, then you definitely love this episode. It's probably one of the best episodes you've seen this year. And I wouldn't be surprised by that, because as long as they get the point of the shock of everything and how much you hate this Abby character, then the creators done their job. And it looks like they done their job already. So as long as they get their point across, that's fine. But for me, I just thought it was really well executed. I wish I had more of a shock and impact that the game did to the show, but it just is what it is, because I already know what was going to happen. That's my little reaction to episode 2. All right, peace.